Hello,
Hello there.
my name is Rachel,
My name's Ante.
and welcome to the Waiting Room Reacts to Trailers, where we, what is written on the tin, react to trailers.
Welcome. Come in. Take a seat.
Get comfortable. What are we watching?
We're looking at Hellboy.
Hellboy.
I do apologize. Again, by the time this comes out, it'll be in cinemas, but a little bit late to this one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Hellboy, the Crooked Man.
But Hellboy the Crooked Man in cinemas.
It's just a man like this, just crooked.
Or could be just a guy.
Or it could be the other
like
way.
This, just sitting like that.
Just the slightly tilted man.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's
the
crooked
Hellboy,
man.
the slightly tilted man.
Say Hellboy the Crooked Man if you bought it on Temu. Slightly tilted.
The slightly tilted
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
All right, let's have a look.
All right,
Let's
we'll
have a
go
look.
into it and then we'll have a chat about
Let's have
it.
a look.
All
Let's see the slightly tilted man.
There's something going on here. I need to understand it. Like you do.
That's exactly why you shouldn't be here.
You might say
No!
a demonic entity
Come on!
falls under our expertise. Crooked man's waiting on you.
That's interesting. Oh, you didn't want me to squash?
Squashing's good.
I heard tales about him all my life. Most just called him the Crooked Man.
I thought Big Red wasn't scared of anything.
Oh, I know something you're afraid of.
You hear something?
Your road ends in the dark like mine.
Let's just keep on coming.
It ain't even really begun.
Come on, Snake, let's rattle.
Let not your horns be troubled. By way they know not. I will make the darkness light. And the crooked things straight. You doubt the power of prayer, son?
Just in case.
Crooked Man.
I wasn't expecting it to be like a horror film.
He's waiting on
A
you.
horror
He's going
film?
to get you.
Like what? I feel like again you could have replaced Hellboy with like a
Someone
disgruntled
else.
detective, like a Constantine type, and this film would have been like it would have been fine.
See, that's the thing with this one. So, you've watched other Hellboys?
I've watched the first Hellboy.
Who's
I don't
Hellboys?
remember a lot about it. I remember being like, yes, it's fine.
So, for me, it was never really a kind of... I've seen all of them
Mm-hmm.
so far, the 3 of them that are out, and it's never really been a horror thing for me.
Right?
It's horror elements, but more of a fantasy
Yeah.
kind of thing. Well, it's based off a comic book
Like
character.
action,
Yeah.
kinda-
I mean, he's a demon. So
right?
it kind of brings in the horror elements.
Yeah.
Like, they're really like turning up the...
The horror, the
Mm,
religious horror.
right?
Let's look at the premise.
Yeah. You can take that for us.
Yeah. In the 1950s, Hellboy and a rookie BPRD, don't know what that is, agent, stranded in rural Appalachia or Appalachia, depending on your persuasion, discover a small community haunted by witches, led by a local devil with a troubling connection to Hellboy's past, the Crooked Man. Oh, well, it's always witches. They always got to be blaming witches.
The witches. Damn.
Can't
Getting
make
in there.
witches your scapegoat all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. The BPRD is the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense.
Oh, okay, so where Hellboy works, I
Yes,
guess? Or
this is where Hellboy is a powerful yet gentle-natured and heroic demon raised by humans and works for the government organization, the BPRD.
Yeah.
So he is here to investigate paranormal entities and phenomena.
Phenomena.
And this is weird to have Hellboy being like a paranormal investigator, because he is kind of paranormal himself. He's a demon, right?
Well, I guess that's probably why they got him working for him.
I guess, but also, so I haven't watched Hellboy in a long time, but I felt like he was more buff and beefy.
Different guy as well too. Yeah, they have changed the look.
Like, I know he's still big, but he was like really like
Really? Yeah.
like built like a fridge
Yeah.
kind of guy, and this guy doesn't seem as fridge.
Well, they've gone through about. This is the third Hellboy.
Just keep
now.
running out of
Yeah,
Hellboys.
the first two, it was by. Oh, I've got it written down here.
He's the hero formerly known as Hellboy.
Ron Perlman? Yeah, that guy. You've seen him. If I show you the face, you'd be like, yeah, I know him.
Probably, yeah.
He was the first two. Then we had David Harbour in the third one. Again, I think he was in Black Widow, and he's been in a few things as well. But it's like they keep changing. Again, different director. The first two was done by one of my favorites, Del Toro,
Oh yeah.
which
Yeah.
like
Who doesn't love a good Del Toro
Pan's
film?
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
One of my
Oh,
favorites.
yeah.
If you have not seen Pan's Labyrinth, right?
You gotta like CG some eyes on there or something.
Yeah, yep. I'll
Yeah.
try and do that.
I'll hold it there for a little bit longer. Maybe
Yeah.
we could do something.
We'll work it.
Pan's Labyrinth was.
But yeah, so
Masterpiece.
different director for this one. We got Brian Taylor. So he did Z for Zachariah. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've heard of it though.
Yeah, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
movie.
it's kind of a
One of the good ones
those.
too. I
That's
quite
good.
enjoyed it. So
Well, that's at least a little positive.
I'm like, yeah. So I really liked the first two.
Mhm.
The second one was like, again, one of those rare things where the sequel just goes, wow, compared to the first one.
That
It
is
was like,
extremely rare.
yeah.
I would say.
Third one was
Mhm.
I think that one had Mila Jovovich in it. That also, the third one, strangely enough, kind of like hit a bit of my youth, some memories from when I was growing up, because they had a person in there called Baba Yaga,
Oh,
or as the
Baba
Croatians
Yaga.
call her, Baba Roga. There's a few different, and it was just like,
Always got to be them
yeah.
damn witches. Y'all got to
Damn
be
witches.
blaming the witches.
When you're a young boy or you're a young girl and you're in a Croatian household and you're bad, you always get that threat of Baba Roga is going to come and get you.
That is so terrifying.
Not Baba Yaga, as in John Wick's not coming to kill you. No, an old witch that flies around in a big mortar and pestle that lives in a house with chicken feet. It walks around.
That's cool.
Mm.
I would like a house with chicken feet.
Yeah. Or an ATSD from Star Wars. I think that'd be cooler. But yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, they've really turned up the horror for this one.
Yeah, it feels like watching, those like WB, like Supernatural. Like it feels like you're watching an episode of Supernatural, but for instead of like but instead there's like a demon as opposed to like, Dean.
Right. So,
Like,
yeah.
it
So
and there's no Sam and Dean. It's just like a demon.
Mm.
But like the premise could be very like an episode of Supernatural.
Yeah,
They're in
yeah.
Appalachia. They hear about this rumor of the crooked. I was gonna say toasted man. That's not right. The
you ever
crooked
been out that
man.
way?
I've probably been through it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've actually like had an extended stay. It is near where I grew up in Maryland.
Yeah.
Because the Appalachian Mountains and stuff, they're in that area, like West Virginia, all that. But I don't think I've ever actually like been. I think I probably just
No
drove
crooked
through.
man out your way?
No, we had the Blair Witch.
Oh, was that a...
That was filmed in Maryland.
Oh, that was filmed out there.
Yeah.
But was there like a certain, like, when you were growing up, like a, what do they call it, urban myth or like a
We had Hell House.
hell house?
So there was this abandoned. The story was it was like an abandoned mental hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really know what abandoned building it was, but there was this abandoned building in Ellicott City that everybody called Hell House.
Mm.
And supposedly like if you went there, you could like there were like ghosts and you could hear voices. So there's only one time that me and my friends decided to actually go to Hell House.
Yeah.
And it was like sometime probably in like the fall or whatever. And we get to like the entrance and it was just the whole thing really got to me. I was like, this is just it's too creepy, it's too much, like I don't want to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, I don't like the vibes, as we would say in the common parlance. I didn't like the vibes. But I didn't have those words at that time, so I was like, I don't feel right about this. I don't want to do this. And also like if the cops were to catch you because you're trespassing on private property,
Okay.
and I'm such a goody two shoes, I was like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. So I never actually went into a Hell House, but
Yeah,
I went to the location in which Hell House was located.
Mm.
But that was about the only like urban
Yeah.
legend thing that I had growing up. Really,
Okay.
I didn't have any Baba Yagas or Baba Rogas that threatened me. I just had my parents. So
All the Croatian children out there shivering away.
that is a
Actually, I'm gonna need
terrifying thing to tell a
It really
child.
is, man.
Someone's gonna take you away.
Yeah.
Does Baba Yaga eat
Oh, she
children?
eats kids. Yeah, pretty much, man.
Classic.
So
Classy
I'm
lady.
gonna have to introduce Baba Roga to my little one as she's getting older now.
She's gonna tell all the kids at school. They're gonna be like, "What is wrong with your house?
Yeah,
Some old lady is gonna take you away." Like,
yeah. She's gonna come all the way from Croatia to Japan.
it'll take a few hours.
Yeah.
It'll take like 12 hours for her to get here.
I don't know. I might check it out because okay, so this one's in cinemas 27th September. So this will already be out probably when we're showing this for my Australian viewers or our Australian viewers. It's 10th of October.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I'm actually going to be in Australia during that
You
time.
could go see
So
it.
if
in
I'm bored,
Australia.
because I was actually looking what's out. It's not really much. If I get bored enough, I might check it out.
You need to go to Penny's cheese shop when you're in Sydney.
Penny's cheese shop,
Penny's cheese shop. They
full of cheese.
the cheese toasties. You need to get there early and get yourself a cheese toastie because it will change your life.
Sounds like a plan. Get some cheese and watch Hellboy.
Yeah, great plan. All right. Well, let us know in the comments if you are a fan of the original Hellboy, the sequel, the threequel, or if you're excited about this one. If you have any stories about urban legends, urban myths that happened in your childhood that you'd like to share with us, you can always leave us a comment down below. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, give us a like, hit the bell notification so you know when we have a new video because we have them out quite often. And if you have a more personal story about maybe a paranormal thing you've experienced, you can send us an email at thewaitingroomjpn@gmail.com.
Yeah, or on Instagram at thewaitingroomjpn.
We'd love to hear from you.
Tell us, did you like Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh, who doesn't? Who
Yeah,
doesn't?
that's true.
This guy. So good.
Too good.
And we'll see you
All right.
next time on The Waiting Room Reacts to Trailers.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.